go down the rabbit hole of all these
There's
haters.
too many terrible things on
Ugh,
YouTube for you
God.
to get stuck into
Yeah.
watching.
And when you're a young feminista like she is, she can get quite
But
carried away.
I like to think this is one of the nice things that's on YouTube.
Cheers.
Yeah, but
to
it's
being
the,
nice.
yeah.
To being nice.
Where's my?
You have to turn that
jug?
down.
Oh God, I knew this was going to happen. It happens every time. The one thing is
Yeah.
on too loud for the other thing.
Yeah.
I was just
But
on
luckily-
the one thing so that I could see some things to talk about
Cheers.
today. Yeah, cheers.
Right, yeah. My little receptacle could get really hurt by your big receptacle over there. And I'm talking about that big green. Oh God, Jerry!
Yeah.
I mean,
Just,
really.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh yeah. What a farter.
So it's
Monday.
it's Monday. It's
We're in the
4:20. It's 4:20.
Oh yeah.
This is the yeah. Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah. How do I spend 420 years thinking about what it used to be
How
like?
do you?
When I used to get, well, it was funny because I listened to people on the radio talking about how they get, so high all day, and I'm like, smoking pot is not what I miss. Nah.
No? What do you miss?
Magic mushrooms.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with 420. 420 is
I
all
know,
about
I know, but
pot,
I don't
isn't
care
it?
about
I think it
marijuana.
is. You don't care.
No.
Well, maybe.
Well, if it's, I mean, no, I hear the marijuana now is so, if I could really, hallucinate and have some fun on it, like
Well, you're not allowed to have marijuana either if you're sober. Are you? Sober people? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you just
I don't
busted
think
my
so.
anonymity
Oh, no,
right
you
there.
can have all the pot you want.
In front of all those,
Well,
anyway.
no, that could have just been a technical question that I was asking you.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
if you're sober, if one
doesn't drink anymore, if one's not allowed to have a little,
Yeah.
or a,
Keith Card,
Sober
hello
day.
from Florida. Oh, I
Yeah.
said your last name. Yes. And Clinton. All right. Hey, man, it's good to see you. Good to see you. I should be wearing my Bacon Yeah t-shirt. That's the guy who made me the Bacon Yeah t-shirt.
Oh yeah, you should be.
This week is
Does
Jazz
he-
Fest, and I usually wear that t-shirt to Jazz Fest. So maybe I'll be wearing it later this
Oh
week.
yeah, you do. Have you
Because I-
told Clinton about that you get bacon and egg pies now? Or does he know that you've had those your whole marriage?
Why does he need to know about? Oh, because it's got bacon in it. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I should
Wow.
not have.
No, yeah,
I should
there
not
are
have
fla-
420
yeah.
before the show.
Yeah, no, you so shouldn't have. What we say in my country for someone who's, very quick, you say no flies on him.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid she's
Some flies on me.
Yeah,
Some
you're
flies
yeah,
on me.
Yeah. You're not moving fast enough yet.
Also, hello, Don from Raleigh, and hi to Avi. So it's 4:20 today. It's
yeah.
our 5th week in Varinus lockdown.
Yeah, and people are getting pissed. They said that the protests that are happening in California are happening at Huntington Beach and San Clemente or Clemente. And I know it's the surfers. The surfers are getting pissed not being able to go in the water.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would imagine.
I'm not protest. I'm not ready to protest yet. But I do think we need some. Clint, if you're still watching, Clinton, I need to come up with some kind of merch T-shirt to sell during Varinus time, which is what I'm calling it, Varinus time. I'm deliberately saying the wrong thing because I'm trolling the Varinus virus. So
He's showing this virus who's boss.
I don't know. I
Right?
wouldn't say that I'm the boss, but I'm wearing my name tags. My name tags. I'm wearing my face mask. I just saw it today.
Wow.
I know.
What is, yeah.
I didn't smoke pot.
Yeah, no, I think you did smoke pot.
I saw
I
t-
think you had an imaginary joint and now it's really affecting
Speaking of
your
T-shirts,
cognition.
you can order face masks with printing on them. They've got custom face masks.
Oh.
I saw Arnold
6
Schwarzenegger
feet back.
selling one
Yeah.
that said "We'll be back," and it's to benefit emergency care workers. This is not Arnold trying to make money. This is him. If you're not following Arnold on Instagram, you're really making a big mistake. You need to get doing that. He's got a pet miniature horse and a pet miniature donkey, and they chase each other around after they've had a bath. There's a video of them just running around his backyard.
Yeah.
He's got a big backyard.
I like it
as
when
you
he
might
feeds
expect.
the donkey at the table, when he just gives him some, food right off his plate because the little donkey is right there, hungry. Just like having a little dog, but it's a donkey, so it's a vegetarian, so it wants to eat the
it's like
lettuce off the plate, instead of the chicken.
I bet the poos, the donkey and the horse poos are a little bit nicer than a dog poo.
Oh
because
God, are you kidding? Way nicer because they just eat grass. So yeah,
Right.
those are some quality plops.
the governor of Georgia. Hey, Laura, thank you. And hi to everybody who's checking in. I'm not Victoria, Mike. Laura says the governor of Georgia just announced he's opening the state back up on Friday. Bowling alleys, gyms, nail salons, hair places, everything.
Right. Well, if you need to get your nails done, go to Georgia.
Well, let me tell you something.
And your hair saloned.
Georgia. And I think he spoke to the governor. I don't know. There could be some trouble down there in Georgia. I really have enjoyed my times going to Georgia, and I look forward to going there again. Hopefully, it's still going to be as crowded as it is now. I hope people don't get sick. I would love for that to work out for Georgia, but I don't think I'm going to be flying in to get my hair cut.
Show Uma. Oopsie.
Oh, God, I just spilled
my ginger tea
your
on
ginger
me.
tea. Well, that's one of the problems with having a beverage on TV. You know, a lot of...
Yeah, when you're acting,
Sorry
you don't
about
have any
that.
tea in your teacup. But I really hate that because then when they go to sip their tea, you can see there's nothing in it and they're pretend sipping. I'm like, have the cup of coffee even if it's cold and disgusting, and they got it at Starbucks last week. So you should show Uma your T-shirt because she thinks
this is my. It's not a gorilla. It's a chimpanzee, and it's civilized to death. And my friend Chris Ryan wrote a book
which is a great book. I don't know
called
if you want
Civilized to Death. This is the dust jacket for it. I
Where's
took the
the
dust
book?
jacket off. Well, the book. I took the dust jacket off because I'm reading it. And I don't want to wreck the dust jacket. But Civilized to Death. Dr. Chris Ryan. Shout out if you're watching.
It's a great book. It's funny and smart, and the chimpanzee is eating a burger and he's on his cell phone. I always thought he was smoking a cigarette as well. Oh yeah, has he? No, he doesn't have a cigarette. Anyway, I wore the T-shirt for years waiting for the book, and then the book did not disappoint. The years of wait were worth it. It was very good. And he also wrote Sex Before Dawn. So if you're light on Varinus time reading, check out Dr. Chris Ryan. His stuff is super smart and funny and good. And yeah, we'll get you thinking.
He has a great podcast, tangentially speaking. But that's enough plugs for
yeah, Chris, that's it for you. We're cutting you off now.
gosh.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Don't knock
I'm going
it
to
out of
try
my
not
head.
to knock it down.
Yep.
Uma is asking if we heard about the pandas who finally were able to get it on because folks weren't watching them at the zoo. We did hear about that.
Yes.
We did
yeah,
discuss
we
that
are
a few
glad.
days ago.
Yeah.
I'm
Because those
so happy
pandas
for
have
the
it.
pandas.
Yeah, they've got such a low. Yeah. What's wrong with their libido?
They're so
well, they
shy.
Need,
I have
they
to
need more
admit-
privacy.
Yeah, well, we're not having sex when our daughter's in the house now during the Varinus time.
Yeah, we have to get her out.
Yeah, why don't you take a walk at 11 o'clock at night? Yes,
Yeah,
walk
this is
at
a great
11 o'clock
time
at night.
for you
Nobody's
to be
out
going
there.
walking.
It's completely safe. Put your mask on and take this gun. And don't come back until you have some money and toilet paper. One of those things. Go out and rob us some toilet paper.
Yeah. Use your time wisely out there. Do something good.
Yes, John, we are holding up pretty well during the countrywide hiccup, as you call it. Order a coffin. Yes, the hiccup. Well, we're holding up. We're doing all right. All right. I think we're doing okay.
I think we're doing pretty well. I mean, it's intense to be, in lockdown for 5 weeks. And obviously we're not completely in lockdown. We can, go for walks and
Yeah.
we went out on Sunday though, and it is kind of wild walking around because, first of all, the streets are deserted and they're not deserted. There are lots of people all over them, and some people
not
have
lots of
masks and
people.
some
There's
people don't.
Not
and
lots of people. It's
some
nowhere near. We live near the beach, and so it's nowhere near the amount of people that would be out walking around on a. In fact, Sunday was spooky. It was.
Yeah, it is a little
was
spooky.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, and all the business outside all the stores now, it's a bit sort of dirty and dusty, and there's some trash there. So yeah, it is looking a little.
Yeah, the tidy up squad is not.
Yeah, where
is
are
not
they?
doing their work?
No, they're not. And who can blame them? I mean, is that an essential task? It's funny though. You do see quite a lot of city workers around and about. I'm glad they still pick up the trash because that would not be good if that wasn't happening, would it?
No. Well, although where's
Just a
the
little
trash
too much.
going? Where's the trash going?
Yeah,
right
well,
now?
we did
That's what
ask.
I
We
want-
talked
that's
about that
what
the
I'd
other day
like to
because
know.
now that China doesn't take our recycling, and I mean, do they have all the guys standing by the conveyor belt going through the recycling? Who knows? I mean, that recycling is a scam. You just have to reduce what you use and don't buy anything in plastic if you can help it. No plastic bags. You can just put it straight into your cart without a bag. That's my eco tip for the day because it is Earth Week.
Well, yeah, you're allowed to take your reusable bags to the parking lot, and what you do is you get your groceries, then you have them just re-put them in the cart, then you take them in the cart out to the car, and then you bag them up in your
Oh, yourself.
reusable bags if you're up for a little bit of extra work during Varinus time. And who isn't? Who doesn't want a little extra work? I know I do. So yeah, Rich is clarifying that the coffin comment was for people of Georgia. Did you order your coffin? But I'm going to choose not to mention that, Rich, if you don't mind, because I feel like it's a little dark.
That was enough of a mention, just that little
Victoria
mention there.
says she works at Ralph, and please, people, wear face masks when you shop, and don't bring the entire family with you.
Yeah, I agree with you, Victoria. I mean, the kids don't need to come to the supermarket and then absolutely wear a mask to protect other people, to take care of them. That's the thing about it. I mean, it's, it can be selfish, they're not wearing the mask.
But you could put your phone on your chest and or you could FaceTime to your family at home, like I'm at the grocery store, like you're an astronaut, like you're out for a spacewalk. You could FaceTime with the people at home from the grocery store so that they can see all the things that you're seeing at the grocery store. I get
If
why
they're missing, the grocery
I get
store.
why your family wants to go to the grocery store. They want to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the grocery store has become the big outing now. I mean, we were very disappointed when we walked down and our farmers market wasn't there. Seems like the Australia and New Zealand have been doing better than the US. Well, Daniel.
Well,
number one, it wouldn't be hard.
We don't set the bar very high here.
No, I mean the bar has been set. It can't get any lower. I mean, the US's handling has been so terrible. Yeah, New Zealand has done an unbelievable job, and Australia's done a good job as well. I know more about New Zealand because I'm from New Zealand.
Although I know that there's a lot of worry about money, and I did just find this from prior to the Varinus outbreak. This is some novelty Donald Trump $1 billion bills, and I've got several of them here. It's a whole little notebook full of billion-dollar bills. So I'm actually pretty set financial, and I mean you're set. We're set. I didn't mean that. Just me.
I feel that's a weight off my mind. That's for sure.
But we're pretty set because we got several $1 billion right here.
So Rhonda wants to know about the underground shelters. So here's the thing, Rhonda, those shelters are real, and they're all those Silicon Valley billionaires. They sit around the dinner table and they say, have you got your underground bunker in New Zealand yet? They get made in Texas. They're, I think they're 1,100 square feet. They ship them, obviously in bits, to New Zealand. They dig a big hole. They bury them there. You, as the billionaire, get sent the GPS coordinates of where your bunker is. But there's no sort of, it's over, there's the pine tree and, walk 10 yards to the rock and then, spin around. I mean, it's GPS coordinates, but the thing that is so crazy about it, and they have
Let me know when it's my turn.
It's just a little bit of a story if you can.
I'm super high right now.
Yeah, but usually that slows you down. Well, it has up until now. Now whatever's you've smoke's kicking in. So they're all getting them. Peter Thiel and everyone, they're getting these underground bunkers. New Zealanders can't believe it. They think it's absolutely the stupidest thing, because if there is some kind of apocalyptic terrible scenario, they have these jets waiting on the ground in Vegas. They can get there in 10 hours faster than the 12 hours it takes you to fly a commercial, because obviously who's got those extra 2 hours? The pilot has to live in your bunker with you. You've got to take everyone with you. There's going to be all the dehydrated food.
It's a flawed plan.
1,100
square feet is not enough for you and your family and the pilot and presumably his family. Plus, someone in New Zealand dug that hole and knows where that bunker is. So if it's global disaster time, that bunker is going to be full of kiwis and sheep by the time you get there, billionaire. And good luck getting in, because they've all got hunting rifles and they've got the preferred spot.
Yeah, there's going to be some farmer in there with his prize rams and
they're already having
Angus
sex
cows and
they're already having sex and smoking weed in your. When one person is talking and the other person can't talk.
Just thought of a word.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. Are you high too?
No.
I guarantee you there's someone having sex in your apocalypse bunker right now. A rich guy. Take your turn. That's someone who wants me to take my turn. We need a conch shell to pass for talking time. Yeah, we do. We do. You know how much I had to encourage Belinda to come on the show, and now it's like I can't. Where's the switch?
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
Telling.
People are asking me to come and to do comedy shows after this, and absolutely, I want to do that. So let's work it out. Let's work. I'm gonna have to go back through these comments and then personally DM you to find out if I can come to your house to do a comedy show. Do you want to talk
who's
about
living
some of your relatives in New Zealand and how they're going through the Varinus time? Because your sister was a little anxious. How's she doing?
Yeah, I've got one sister who was pretty worried, and she was so relieved when Jacinda, that's what we call our prime minister, we're all on first, name basis with her. When Jacinda said we're going into lockdown, and they listen to this guy. His name is Chris. Is it Smith? I want to call him Chris Shelter. Anyway, he's a medical expert, and he just said, don't go to level 1, 2, 3, but just go straight to lockdown. Don't burst your bubble. So you're only allowed to be with the people who you live in a house with. You're not allowed to go, see any other relatives. Only those people. There's no stopping and socializing in the street, even if you're 6 feet apart. People are saying hi to their neighbors across the fence. My brother said in the suburb he lives in Wellington and Nio, people are, he's already getting to know his neighbors when they take the dog for a walk. But they, it's also it's a population of 4.5 million people, so it's a lot more cohesive than
they all already know each other.
Yeah, everybody, sort of, we're all distantly related, and then we, believe in science, and we trust our government, and she spoke to the experts, and they really thought about it, and once they realized that there really was community transmission, then they said, okay, we're going into lockdown. And this week they're working out how much they're going to reduce it, if they're going to go from level 4 to 3.
They might go down to 3. We of course don't know what level 4 or level 3. We don't know what that means. That's a New Zealand classification. They've got 4 levels. I think here in America we may have 5 levels, or a lot of us like a 10 level kind of a system. So we'll see how we're doing it. I don't even know what that means. Now people are talking to each other in the the comments. So I wanted to look up a story. I knew it was 420, so we've discussed 420. And happy 420, everybody. I hope you're high. And our daughter pointed out to me today that it's actually 420. It's April 20th. It's 420 all month, because we're in 2020.
Oh,
so
yeah, look at that.
There's your get high if you want. I'm going away from Pet Cat. I wanted to get a story about today that we could talk about that would not be controversial. Pet Cat, and this is from the BBC their app. Pet Cat stuck 80 feet up a tree for 40 hours in Torfans. If you can imagine that. In Torfans, it's northern Scotland.
And they rescued it.
They did, yeah. 8-month-old Scout. He went missing in Torfans and Aberdeenshire, which means it's near Aberdeen, which is the nearest big city. But Torfans is a town. She was spotted at the top of a tree that they say is the tallest tree in Torfans. She got up there 80 feet. They couldn't get her with the bucket.
Yeah, she was too high.
Yeah, she was up there, and she's quite a character. She usually takes walks with the dog, this cat, but they had to coax her down. She wouldn't come down on her own. They decided not to call the emergency workers during the pandemic. Yeah, she is a cute cat.
Yeah.
But they couldn't tell where she was the first night, and they were shouting, and then someone said, I think I see a little tiny face up at the top, 80 feet up a tree. Of course, in Scotland, it would be meters, but...
24 meters.
Yeah. All right, roughly. So she was having fights with birds, and they did talk to the Scottish SPCA, and they decided she'd have to try to make it down on her own, and so she did. She's home now. She's unscathed, and
she had some very loud fights with some nesting crows and ravens.
Yeah, her parents, the people who they own her. That always seems weird to me when you talk about owning a living thing. But the owner said, "I think we all may join her soon if the lockdown continues." So,
tree houses.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing during the lockdown, but it seems like it would be a real drag to be at the top of an 80-foot tall tree. To feel like that would be better than what we're doing.
Well, it's like the rich people who are stuck offshore in yachts, and they thought it was going to be really good to, to socially distance and isolate themselves in yachts. But it's actually, it's sort of slightly lonely to be in a yacht anyway. But now it's a really flawed plan because nobody wants you to come ashore at their, island for supplies. They're like, no, yacht people, stay out there on your yacht. We don't have the pandemic. Yeah. So see ya.
Learn to fish.
Yeah.
Learn to fish, you rich yacht person. So, someone's saying someone they can trust. Wonder what that's like, because you don't trust our president. Well, I've decided that I'm only listening to our president right now for entertainment value, and I don't want to get into a political thing about the president. I mean, if you love him, I get it. You love him, but I'm only watching him for entertainment value now. because he's kind of all over the place. One week he's gonna turn everything back on, and the next week he's gonna let the governors do it. But anyway, the president. I'm not really paying a lot of attention. I'm liking our governor, Gavin Newsom. I'm
Yeah,
interested to
good
watch
governors.
the Georgia governors. We're going back. We're opening up the nail salons and hair cutting places. I'm going to definitely be checking out Georgia's plan to open things up.
So yeah, what's it like to trust someone? I mean, Jacinda is so cool, and I won't take up time going on and on about her because it's very easy for me to get quite excited about Jacinda Ardern, our third female prime minister that we've had in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I have said this on the show before. We were the first country to give women the vote.
But I want to just talk a little bit about our entertainment choices, because I started watching this show on HBO, the online HBO, and I watched all of Avenue 5, which is Hugh Laurie on a space.
Oh, how did that turn out to be?
Cruiser. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the second season, and I would almost watch it again with you. But I've watched the first 2 episodes of this Norwegian sci-fi show. And it's called, it's about, it's Norwegian, and so it's all in Norwegian, and it takes place in Oslo. And what's happening is there's time travelers are being transported to present day Oslo from 3 prior periods, and this has been going on for a couple of years. So Oslo is kind of assimilated. It's just a thing that's going on. So there's prehistoric people, Neolithic. Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's people from 1100, so like Viking era people.
Oh, wow.
And then there's people from the 1800s, so guys with handlebar mustaches and big ruffly collars. And those people are living in present day Oslo, and they're doing their
thing.
They're just existing. So while you're driving down the street to go to the grocery store, there's some guy who's got face paint and he's wearing a loincloth and a tree rocking back and forth with a handful of feathers doing his Neolithic man thing.
And you're liking it. It's good.
I'm really liking it, and I think that you might like it because it's a cop show. It's a detective show, and there's 6 episodes. I watched 2, but I'll go back and watch the first one again with you. I watched the first one. I didn't know if you'd like it, but then I watched the second one. So it's a partner. It's a male-female police team, and the guy is a police officer there, and his partner is this newly promoted. She used to be a Viking, but she's transported to this time. So his partner is this female Viking lady from Viking times, and
is she as good as Saga?
She's kind of like Saga from The Bridge.
Oh, I loved her.
So
wow, she was so good.
They put her on this case because they're getting a lot of flack that they're prejudiced against the Viking people, and then they go, "You're not supposed to call it Vikings. You're supposed to call them people of Norse descent." So there's a little PC stuff going on. But in the first episode, they're driving somewhere, and the Viking, the female detective, asked to stop, and she gets out of the car and goes over and she goes, "I need you to pull over right here." She goes over to this like little hillside, grabs a handful of moss and stuffs it down the front of her pants because
she's having her period.
She's having her period. And
doesn't it sound great?
It's just really, anyway, it's
okay.
Someone else liked Avenue 5. But
okay.
No, the show is on HBO, and it's called Be Foreigners. That's what it's called, because they're foreigners from before this time. Be foreigners, and time immigrants. Anyway, it's a detective show, but that's the premise. It's really, it's all I can do not to be watching the 3rd episode right now.
Wow. Okay, it must be good. It's and maybe seeing is believing, because I have to say I'm not completely convinced, but yeah, I'll give it a go. If you love it that much.
Rhonda's recommending Outlander. She's saying she's hearing about. We watched the first episode of Outlander and then failed. Yeah. But I guess she's probably going to get some. Scottish.
Right.
Highlander sex action.
But the guy, and apparently he's really hot. I don't find the guy. Maybe there's a different guy than the first guy.
You don't really need a hot guy.
Yeah,
on TV,
I mean, look what I got. I got this hot guy on.
Right here.
He's Facebook Live. He's on Facebook Live, guys. I mean, did I score or did I score?
Yeah. Is the show on Comedy Central? No, it's not on Comedy. It's on HBO. But if you enjoy the show Vikings and and you have Netflix. There's a Norwegian satire show about Vikings. It's in English, but they all speak with Norwegian accents. And God,
I liked Vikings until we lost our, I mean, I know we're not supposed to do spoilers, but the lead guy in it. Do you know that when he was a Calvin Klein underpants model, they put a new billboard of him up on Piccadilly Circus in London, and there were all these rear-end car accidents from all the ladies who were driving, and then suddenly they looked up, and he's that Australian guy.
It's that area where the abs come
Yeah, it's
together
that thing.
and go into your pants.
What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's so good.
Oh, Leif Turvelson. That's not right. But
No, that's his Viking name. No, I mean his real name in real life.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy, hot.
start watching Barry. Oh,
Yeah, we
you're
love Barry.
enjoying Barry. I'm glad you're liking
Peaky
it.
Blinders is unbelievable.
Yeah, we love Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
That's
Tom
the thing.
Shelby is very hot. You're
Have
right.
we ever watched Doc Martin?
What about Sam Neill he's in the first couple of seasons. He's a New Zealander and he plays the crazy Belfast cop, the older one who likes the woman who Thomas likes. Anyway, he's very good in it. He's a real evil you know what. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Monday.
It's time to wind it up.
Yeah, it was great.
We gotta go.
It was great to see you. I've got to go and get cooking. I'm doing a meal delivery today, so I've got to get cooking.
Okay,
I've already got the
great.
salmon ceviche in the fridge. I got that on before this.
Well, the pot.
And
Justin Timberlake, he was an underwear model. I didn't know that. Was he?
no, it's not Justin Timberlake. No, it's an Australian guy whose name is. Oh, we'll tell it to you tomorrow because I don't have my phone with me. Otherwise, I'd be looking that up. But he's in Vikings. He's the main Viking as they call themselves.
Yeah,
and,
we could look that up, but we don't really have.
We will.
we don't have
Travis, somebody or other.
Flimmel.
Yeah, Travis Flimmel.
Oh, I
Look,
knew we got there.
Jake thinks he's hot too. That's why he remembered the other half of the name. Yeah.
I think I'm hot. No, I think Travis is hot.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
well,
I give you a
both.
pass
I
for
think we're both
Travis.
hot.
You have
I
to
think
give
we're
me a
both hot.
pass for Travis, and I have to give you a pass for Travis.
What does that mean? I mean, no, I'm not having sex with Travis. I'm not doing that.
Really?
No.
We had a couple friend, and they both had a pass for Angelina Jolie. I don't want that pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
don't
you have
know.
to think about it, you obviously don't want it either. Anyway, that's it for us, from us, over and out. And I know you really do the sign off because it's your show. I just tag along. Hello, bye.
Oh my God. Whatever you did pre-show,
Yeah?
do half tomorrow. So yes, I just wanted to say, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Hang in there. If you could do the gestures but not the sounds, that would be helpful.
Oh, you're so bossy. God.
Oh my God. We're going to have to do some internet marriage counseling. I don't think we don't need that.
But,
We're
but
doing
please
great.
no comments
We're
about
doing great.
internet marriage counseling because it's mostly really good.
So happy 420. Stay safe in Varinus times. Stay strong. I know people are anxious. This is what I wanted to talk about for just a second. I know people are anxious and they're having anxiety because there's so much uncertainty and so much lack of control. And that makes you anxious because you want to know what the hell is going to go on and when is this going to be over and are we all going to be okay? And we are going to all be okay because we're going to take care of each other. And even if we get sick, we're going to be there for each other. So take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and you only have to do that for one day, and then we'll see you tomorrow. 3 o'clock.
And at 10 a.m. Miss Ryan Heffington's crazy 80s dance party
That's
exercise
tomorrow?
thing. Yeah, 10 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Instagram. His Instagram live, Ryan Heffington with an EFFINGTON. And no one can see you, which is the great thing about it is because it's just Instagram live. So you see him, but nobody sees
Well,
you.
even if
Unless you make a movie and unless you do a video of you in your silly outfit.
Put a little piece of tape over that camera part of your phone. No one can see you. They can't see you. Don't
Okay.
worry. No one can see you. But do things as if.
No one was seeing you.
Yes, that's right. Dance
Yeah.
as if no one is watching.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
don't behave as if you're irresponsible. You know,